This is your Mobile Minute. I want to talk about mobile commerce. There's a lot of conversation going around about why we need mobile commerce. And recently at a conference in Seattle, the Mobile Future Forward conference, somebody asked that question to a panel of experts. And one of the responses really irked me, which was, um, the common sense is that using your mobile phone is not faster than using a credit card today, or cash, or debit card. Um, so somebody stood up and said, "Hey, listen, why would you how can you convince me to use this, and why would I want to use mobile commerce when I have all these other great formats?" Somebody said, security is better, and somebody else stood up and said, "Well, maybe our first target customer is going to be awkward teens, those people who are awkward in social situations, like paying." It floored me that he actually offered that. This is the problem, is that we're stuck in the context of today in our own heads about how we use payments. We got to start thinking about how we're going to use payments. And if we look at the developing nations, the guys that are out there who don't have bank accounts, there's some great companies who are helping them use mobile to actually pay their bills because they don't have bank accounts. Ours are associated with a line of credit, or a debit card goes to our bank account. But take the banks out, and mobile payments make sense now all of a sudden, even more sense. And maybe we're just starting in that transition away from banks and into true mobile payments. Rogers, a Canadian carrier, just announced that they're applying for bank status here in Canada. And I just wonder, are we witnessing the end of the necessity of banks? Are we going to look back in a number of years and think, hey, you know what? Mobile payments make sense because there aren't any banks now. I don't know, speculation, but look at how the developing nation is actually using mobile to do their mobile commerce, and maybe we can learn a few lessons. Can you imagine that? The developed nations, like ours, learning from the developing nations. Who knows? That's your Mobile Minute.